Hi, Ellen. Hi, Ashley. All right, so the things that you need today is you need a towel to towel down because it's getting hot outside, and then you need a light set of weights and a mat, and then something else that you'll need today is a chair, a countertop. You can even use your wall, something to kind of press your hands against. We'll be in this kind of semi fold over position, so you can do it without if you want to balance. Otherwise, if you want something to kind of hold on to, we will wait about 30 more seconds. I'll start turning the music up. Hi, Becca. Thanks for joining. My computer's down here and camera's up here, so that's why you see me looking up and down. All right. So you need a mat, light set of weights, something to hold on to for later on. Get this back up. Alrighty. So if, like always, if you'd like the music louder, voice louder, quieter, I can adjust all that. So just let me know in the chat. And we will get started. Oh, also something to mention here, I posted in the chat. If YouTube, for whatever reason, pulls down our live stream, they've been doing that lately just because of everything that's going on. So if it gets pulled, just go back to our channel and I'll get live as soon as I can. All right, let's get started. No equipment needed right away. You're gonna start by taking your feet a little bit wider than the hips, heels in, toes out. Just go ahead and shake it back and forth, get nice and loose. All right, let's breathe in. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. Good again, inhale, reach up, exhale. Keep it going. All right, arms to a T, lunge to the right, and then lift. Now you're gonna reach down, then reach up. So we have a disco playlist. So if you want to get that disco pointer finger up, you can. Hold it to the right, pulse, down, and down. So pulsing down here. Trying a different setup with my mic today, so it's not flying around my shirt. All right, 4 moves here. You're gonna lift to the left leg, come down, leg straighten, then bend. So up, down, option with the arms. All right, we're gonna do that 4 more times here. So lifting the left leg, using that outer seat, keeping a deep bend in the right knee. 2 more. Last one. Now hold it center, just up and down. Here we go. Up and down. Pull, press. Imagine you're moving those arms through butter. Woo! Keep it up. Hold it low, pulse it out. Pulse and pulse. Good, here we go, nice job. Relax the shoulders. Nice job, keep it up. One pulse here, then right foot stepping back to a curtsy lunge. Out, back, left arm up and down. Lots of coordination today. Hold it back in the curtsy lunge, lift and lower. Up, down. You're gonna side bend. Reach it down. Here we go. Nice. Bending those knees. All right, hold it low, pulse it out. Woo! Nice job here. Keep it up, down, and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet wide. Inhale, exhale, other side. Here we go. Left, down, and up. Good, bending that left knee. Reach down, reach up. Starting over from the beginning. Hold it to the left, pulse it out. Pulse, pulse. Here we go, nice job. So we have a disco playlist today. It's gonna be super fun. Woo, feel the burn. All right, option, arms up, 4 moves. Here we go, lift, lower, stand, up, and down. Nice job. Feel that beat. 4 more. Lift that right leg. Straighten it. Good. Keep breathing. Starting to warm up those legs and the arms. Hold it here, just up and down. Up and down. I want you to pull those elbows in, right at your rib cage. Nice job. Hold it low, arms up, pulse it out. There we go. Pull the belly button in, nice and tight. Keep breathing. One pulse to your left foot to the curtsy lunge. Out and back. Out and back. Ooh, already feeling those quads. Good. Now, hold it back, reach up and down. Little side bend through those obliques. That left foot slightly behind the right. Hold it low, pulse it out. Pulse and pulse. Looking good. Woo! One more change to go here. Hold the pulse, feet coming wide, arms up, pulse down, finish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, shake it out. Go ahead and grab your light set of weights. I'm gonna open up these blinds. So light set of weights here. We're gonna start with 4 moves. Turn the sound up so I can hear a little better. All right, feet hip width apart. Soft bend in those knees. Hinge forward slightly. Now reach those arms out in front of you. Pull the belly button in. 4 moves. Here we go. You'll pull, extend, bend, punch. Pull, extend, bend, punch. So you're working your triceps here. Last one. Hold it up. Just pull, extend, bend, extend. So keep those elbows high. Nice job. Gazing straight down. All right, hold those arms straight, palms up. 1, squeeze in, 1, lift. Squeeze, lift. Good. Make it in and up. Woo! Nice and strong. Lift up to the beat. Here we go. Lift, lift. Nice and straight. You got this. All right, 8 more here. So strong. 6, 5, 4. A little higher. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Check it out. Woo! All right, gonna take those feet hip width apart. Draw those elbows behind your back. Palms are facing forward. Soften in those knees. Reaching out to a T. Pull it in. To a T. Pull it in. So you're kind of controlling, squeezing through the back. Now, 4 moves to a T. Now all the way overhead. Good. To the T. Then overhead. Here we go. Nice control. All right, we have 4 more of these. Feel the burn. Focus on that form. 2 more. Last one. Pull those elbows in, squeeze it in. Squeeze, squeeze. Really crunching through your upper back. Awesome job. Hold the squeeze, feet wide, toes turn out, arms up, lunge right, lift, just the right side. So you're holding those elbows away from your sides. Other side, left, lift. Good, contract through your bicep here. I want the strongest muscles here. Looking good. Now alternate, here we go. Right, lift, left, lift. So extra challenge bending those knees. Awesome job. All right, hold it center. Curl, 2 counts. Here we go. Curl, 2, lift, 2. Feel the burn. Woo! You got it. Hang on to those weights. All right, palms in, same thing. In, 2, out, 2. Good, relax your shoulders. All right, tempo, here we go, in and out. Bend, extend. Keep pushing here. Bend, extend. Like I said, if you want the music louder or anything, please let me know. Hold it out. Reach. Straight. Bend to that 3/4 length bend. Good. Reaching to the diagonal at the corners of your room. Now, hold it out. Alternate lifts. Lift right and left. Now, take those feet hip width apart. Now, keep going. Migrate your arms forward. You guys are crushing it. Almost there. So now your arms are parallel. Hold them parallel. Bend, extend. In and out. Bend, extend. Here we go. Good. Find that focus right here. Keep it up. Now hold it bent. Open and close. Open, close. Open, close. Good. Keep it up. Now hold it open. Alternate presses. Right and left. One more change to go. That's it. Option, coming to your tippy toes, bending those knees a little further. Almost there. Hold the press. Arms forward. Press it up. Press and press. 8, 7. You got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shake out those arms. Set those weights down. And we will take a stretch. Let's take the right arm across the body. Same hand between the shoulder blades. Nice job here. Other side. All right, same hand between the shoulder blades. All right, let's interlace those hands, open the chest, rock your head side to side. All right, clasp your hands in front, round through your upper back. And shake out those wrists, grab a sip of water. All right, so we're moving on to our thigh sprints here. We've got 3 today. All right, so go ahead and find somewhere that you got some space. Take those heels together, toes apart. Now I want you to slide that left leg straight back. So imagine your heels are on a tightrope here. All right, gonna start by shifting that weight to the front leg, to your right foot. So you might need to spread those legs a little further apart. So I want all of the weight to the right leg. Make sure your knee is going right over your toe. We're just gonna bring that left foot forward and back, kind of hovering above the floor. Here we go. Forward, 2, back, 2. Forward and back. So you have a slight hinge forward. I'll go profile so you can see. All right, a little faster here. Forward, back. So this left leg is just there to distract you from the work that's going on the right inner and outer thigh. All right, hold the left leg back, pulse it out. Pulse, pulse to the right leg. So you can hover that left leg or you can keep it down. Try to shift more weight to the right heel. All right, take that left heel down. Lift your chest, heels up and down. Up and down. So you might need to walk those feet a little closer together now. Now hold the heels up. Bend the knees 2 counts. Bend, 2, lift, 2. So bend and lift. now the weight's even between both of your feet. Good, straight down and up. Hold it low. Take it down an inch, up an inch, down and up. Now highest tippy toes here. Good job. Hold it low, arms up, isometric hold, nothing moves here. Good, check in on that form. Belly button pulled in, shoulders relaxed. I want you to find that working zone. Can you go a little lower here? Good, starting to feel the burn. All right, 8 more counts here, you got this. Find the balance. 4, 3, 2, 1, awesome job. Switching sides, heels together, toes apart. Right foot back this time. Shift the weight to the left foot. 4, 2 counts. Forward, 2, back, 2. Now in this hinge position, it's really important you keep your back flat. Left leg is working here. Speed it up. Tap forward, tap back. Nice job. Checking in on that form. All right, hold it back. Pulse it out. Pulse. Pulse through that left knee. Take more weight to the left heel. You can almost lift your toes up. 3, 2, 1. Both heels down with the chest. Lift the heels. Up and down. Up and down. So take those feet a little closer together. Hold the heels up, bend the knees. 2 counts. Bend. 2. Lift. 2. So we've been here before. We know what this looks like. Nice job. 2 more. Now hold it low. Down and up. 1 inch. Down and up. Down and up. Always the option to keep the heels down if you need to. Nothing wrong with that. Hold it low, arms up, free still. You got this. Find the core, find the balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, shake it out. All right, moving on to our next thigh sprint. Working the tops of our thighs. Feet are gonna come hip width apart and parallel. We're starting with lifting the heels up and down. Lift, lower. So now, if you'd like, option arms forward. A little extra work for the shoulders. Good, really working the calves. Lots of core, keeping the balance. All right, hold those heels up, bend the knees, 2 counts. Bend, 2, lift, 2. So if you need to, you can hold on to something. Hey. Single counts, here we go. Down, up, pretty large range of motion here. Keep that balance. Now option arms overhead, bend forward. Hold it low, arms up. Now you're gonna move your hips side to side. Hips right, center, left, center. Hips right, center, left, center. So you're isolating through the rib cage. Now, faster. Right, left, right, left. Like you're dancing. You've got this. Can you go a little lower? Tops of the thighs. Hold the center, pulse it out. Pulse, pulse. Option arms out to a T, wherever is best for you. This is it. Keep it up. Little lower, I know you can. Go 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, lift it up. Shake it out. All right, one more thigh sprint. And then we're gonna take a nice stretch. All right, this one we're gonna move super slow and controlled. I want you to really focus on your form. Imagine you're getting punched in the stomach. You gotta pull those abs in nice and tight. All right, feet a little bit wider than the hips. Toes turn out slightly. You're gonna take it down 4 counts. Arms reaching forward. 2, 3, 4, then lift as the arms lower. Good. So really slow. Keep those heels down. Now I'm going to go profile so you can see. Going straight down. Like my back is sliding along a wall. All right, one more like this. Knees right over the toes. All right, down 2, up 2. Here we go. Woo! Down. 2, up, 2. Keep it up. Down 1, up 1. Good. Large range of motion today. So last push, inner, outer thighs. I know you got this. All right, hold it low. Arms to a T. Lift the heels, right and left. Right, left. All right, so now challenge yourself to stay low. If you were looking at my upper body, you wouldn't be able to tell my heels were doing anything. Both heels together, up and down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Challenge yourself, stay low. We are almost there, you guys. 2 more changes. So good. Now hold the heels up. Pulse it down with a hold. Down, hold. Down, hold. Here we go. 1 change left. Option, arms overhead. You got this. Lift those heels a little higher. Pulse it out to the beat. Pulse, pulse. Option, arms behind you, hinging forward like you're flying in an airplane. Can you get a little lower? Good, right here is where that burn's gonna get nice and intense. All right, 10 counts together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Woohoo! Go ahead and post in the chat if your legs are burning, because holy cow. All right, let's take a stretch here. Woo! That one got me. All right, let's grab onto the right leg. Nice quad stretch. All right, let's switch sides. Catch your breath. So we have a cardio burst and then a little seat work. Woo! All right, let's go right leg figure 4. Cross it over. Sink it low. All right, let's switch. All right, stand it up. Walk those feet nice and wide. Hands to inner thighs and lower down. Yes, Ashley, on fire. Holy cow. Yes, Lee. Ouch is right. All right, push that left shoulder, right shoulder in. Woo! Guys, I'm so happy I finally put my window unit in yesterday. So we got a little air conditioning in this home. Switch shoulders if you haven't already. Come through center, roll it at 1 vertebrae at a time. All righty, guys. Let's do a little calf stretch too. Let's take that right leg back, drop the heel down, shift the weight to the left. All right, other side. All right, we got a cardio burst. To a nice fun song. All right, little cardio coming at you. All right, so we have 4 moves. We're gonna repeat 3 times through. The first one's a fast tap. We've done this so many times. My all-time favorite. We're just gonna go down and tap. Ready? Here we go. Down, tap, tap. So now, this is disco. So if you want, reach that disco finger cross. Woo! All right, we're gonna chasse this way. Down, together, down, tap. Down, together, down, tap. Option to step. Good. All right, we're gonna bring the foot to your knee, then lift. Foot to your knee, then lift. So this is the PK. So PK, arabesque, for your ballet terms. All right, now switch the feet, other side. In and lift. In, lift. So this is kind of the base level. We're gonna progress it next round through. All right, feet wide, pulse it out. Pulse, pulse. Like I said, this is the base level. Good, 2 more rounds through. Those are our moves, nice and simple, right? Woo! 4, 3, 2, fast taps, here we go. Good, get low. We're trying to increase the heart rate. Last push before we burn out the seat. Chasse to the right. Option open, down, up. Open, down, up. Woo! Nice job. All right, PK. PK, and then lift. PK, lift. Option, jump. Option, arms open. All right, switch sides. The backward transition, that's okay. Woo! Breathing heavy. Feet wide. Pulse it out. Woo! Option here, jump. Good. Whatever option you need. 1 more round. Woo! All right, fast taps, here we go. You will survive this. Awesome job. Chasse. Option, open, down, up. All right, comes that PK. PK, lift. Option, jump. Whatever you like. Good, so we're working that outer seat as well. Switch sides. That's the same thing. There we go. See? No mistakes today, just a solo. All right, feet wide, pulse it out. This is it. See if you can jump. Just try it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Woo. Inhale, reach those arms up. And exhale, bring it out. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome job. Let's grab some water. If you don't have it already, grab your mat so it's nearby. All right, we just have some quick seat work for each side here. Literal seat work. I got my computer chair. So grab a chair. Make sure that you're by a countertop, a shelf, or even the wall. You want to press into something. All right. Let's get ready for a little seat work here. Whew. All right, so we're going to take that support, whatever we got. I'm going to place both of my hands on it. And I want you to walk back a little bit. So I'm about, 2 feet away from the base. Now pull that belly button in. I want you to extend your front leg forward. So if your profile facing the same way, whatever side is closest to that camera, to your computer, lift that leg. So it's my right leg. All right, now 3/4 length bend your leg, and now relax your foot. I want you to imagine that right leg is so heavy. You're lifting with your hamstring and your glute. Taking those hands wherever's best for you. Pull the belly button in. More weight to that front leg. All right, here we go. Down 2 counts, then lift 2 counts. Now I want you to cross behind so your knees touch, and then they lift. So knees together, then knees apart. It's a lower cross here. Lower cross, 2, lift, 2. So now you're gonna feel this in that standing leg, and that's okay. To avoid that, shift the weight to the instep of your standing foot and to that right hand if your right leg's lifted. All right, a little faster. Lower cross, lift. So you can stand up a little taller if you want. The main focus is that right hamstring here. And we're gonna work that standing leg as well. Hold it up, flex your foot, extend 2 counts. Now bend all the way for 2 counts. Extend, 2, 2, bend, 2. Good, so you're probably already feeling that standing leg, and that's totally fine. You're gonna be working that side seat. It's gonna burn pretty intense, so try to stick with it. Remember, that pain is just temporary. The muscle pain is good. If you feel actual pain, then probably stand up. All right, a little faster here. Tiny range out and in. So extend, bend, out, and in. Now relax the shoulders. Good. Now if you're not feeling that right leg, bring that leg a little higher. Good. We're not here for long. All right, now hold it straight. Keep the foot flexed. Lift it up. Lift, lift. Now option, if my left foot is down, I'm gonna lift my left arm overhead. Good. Now hold it here. Find the balance. Right arm. Up and down. Up and down. Good. Keep that right foot where it is. Woo! Now hold that right hand down, lift it up. Lift, lift. Can you get that leg a little straighter? That's it. We're almost done. Square off those hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. See? Told ya. Not there long. That hip's hurting. That's okay. Other side. So now you kind of know the gist. Let's see if you can really focus on that glute. All right, take the chair to the other side. Whatever support you got. Feet hip width apart, about 2 feet away from the base. Float the front leg, 3/4 length bend. Kind of good so you can see me. 3/4 length bend, relax the foot. Now pull that belly button in, protect your back. Lower cross, 2 counts. Lower cross, 2, lift, 2. Now another option is to fold your forearms so you're down lower if you want. Good. Nice job. Relax the shoulders. All right, speed it up. Down and up. Down and up. There we go. All right, hold it up. Extend the bend. Bend your leg 2 counts and extend 2 counts. Feel the seat. 2, extend, 2. Speed it up, smaller range of motion. Tiny bend, extend. Now I want you to squeeze your left hamstring so hard. Good. Pull that core in, protect your back. All right, hold it straight, lift it up to the knee. Lift, lift. Now option, remember, floating that right arm. Good. Keep it up. Almost there. All right, hold the leg still. Left arm reaching up and down. Up, down. Here we go. 1 change left. I know it burns. I know you're feeling it. Left hand down. Finish. Here we go. Lift. Up, up. Get that leg a little straighter. Squeeze your left thigh. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Stand it up. All right, we'll take a stretch over here. Grab onto that support. Figure 4, right leg over the left. Sinking down. All right, lift, other side. Got my desk chair. All right, lift it up. Go ahead and grab your mat. You're gonna take your mat, place it flat on the floor. I'm gonna tilt this down so you can see me better. There we go. All right, got a little ab work here. Quick little repeater series. We're almost done. All right, as promised, I said I'm taking you to Funky Town. So, of course, I had to have Funky Town in the remix. Oops. All right, so let's lay it all the way down. We've got a repeater series here. Hope you guys are having a good time. All right. I've done this one a few times. It's my all-time favorite. Feet hip width apart. Option hands behind the head or reaching forward. Lift the shoulders up. You're going to reach to the right, come center, left, center. So right, center, left, center. So the goal here is to keep the shoulder blades nice and high. Taking the hands behind the head if you like. Ready? Speed it up. Go right and left. Here we go. Nice job. Now hold it center, arms overhead, roll up, 2 counts. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Lift, 2, lower, 2. Try to use strength over momentum. Hold it low, rest your head. 4 moves with the legs. To the tabletop, to the ceiling, tabletop, tap the floor. Lift, extend, bend, lower tap. Good. We're going to stay here a little longer. Press that lower back into the mat. Last one. All right, feet down, shoulders lifted from the top. Here we go. Right, center, left, center. So if you feel that strain in your neck, just take your hands behind the head. Nothing wrong with that. Keep the shoulders high, working the obliques and the upper abs. All right, ready? Speed it up. Right and left. Try to reach to the ankles. Keep breathing. Funky town. Nice job, everybody. Hold the center, arms overhead. Up, 2 counts. Here we go. Up, 2, down. Option to float the legs. So tabletop, and then lower. Hold it low, rest the head. 4 moves. Legs to tabletop, to the ceiling, tabletop, lower tap. Lift, extend, bend, lower tap. All right, 1 more round to go. Feet down from the top of the shoulders. Here we go. Right, center, left, center. This is it. Last round. Make that stretch worth it at the end. Work yourself nice and hard here. Speed it up. Right, left. Can you get those shoulders 1 inch higher? I think you can. Woo! Feel the burn. Hold it center, arms overhead. Up, 2 counts. Lift. 2. Maybe try floating those legs. See if you can. You're stronger than you think. Push. Last one. Now rest the head. 4 moves with the legs. Tabletop, ceiling, tabletop, lower tap. All right, I want you to zip those legs together. 1 long line here. Almost there. All right, last one. Hold those legs up to the sky. Lift the hips. Up and down. Up and down. Now go ahead and flex those feet. Stamp those heels right up to the sky. Little lower body curls. Ready. Tempo. Speed it up. Curl. Curl. Final push. Home stretch. 8, 7. You've got this. 6, 5. Yes, you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Go ahead and release the arms and legs long. Full body stretch. Take an inhale. And exhale. Hook those knees into your chest. Rock and roll yourself up. And we'll flip over to the front side of our body. Stretch it out. Take those hands into the shoulders. Press yourself up. Rock side to side. All right, pressing yourself up to all 4s. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the knees of the hips. You're gonna reach your right arm forward. Left leg back behind you. Find that neutral spine. Pull your knee to your elbow 2 counts. Pull it in for 2. Then extend for 2. Really crunching through the core. All right, hold it up. Slide it out and in 1 inch. Little out and in, like your body's on the tabletop. Hold it in. Free still. Nothing moves. 4, 3, 2, 1, quick change, switch it out. Other side, here we go. Pull it in, lift, 2, then extend, 2, good. Crunching through the core. 1 more. Hold it out, slide it out and in. 1 inch, out and in. Hold it in, 3 still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring the knee and the hand down. Inhale, arch the back, knees comes up. Little cat and cow. And exhale, round through the spine. All right, inhale, arch. 1 more blast. Exhale, round. And come to a neutral spine. All right, 1 final push of class here. A little disco inferno. All right, lay all the way down on your back. I want you to take those feet hip width apart and parallel. Arms by the side. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the hips high. Right leg up to the sky. Here we go. Right leg. Lower down. 2, pull the knee to the chest, extend straight up. Lower down. 2, pull the knee in, extend. So the hips are high. Left leg down, right leg up. All right, let's try to speed it up. Here we go. Down, lift, extend. Lower, lift, extend. Lower, and lift. Woo! Feel the burn. All right, switch the feet. Left leg up, 2 counts. Lower, down. 2, pull the knee to the chest, extend straight up. Lower, 2, pull, extend. All right, let's speed it up. Lower, lift, extend. Lower, lift, extend. Burn, baby, burn. Almost there. All right, both feet down, hip width apart. Lower, lift the hips. Yeah. Up, lower, lift. All right, walk those feet to about a 3/4 length bend. Now flex them, heels down, toes up. Hold the hips high, hips go right, hips go left, right, left. 1 more change, last working part of class. Finish strong, have some fun with it. All right, let's take this faster, speed it up. Right, left, side to side. Woo! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Hug those knees into your chest. Woo! Nice job. All right, let's keep that right knee in. Extend the left leg long. Hold the right knee outside the rib cage. Roll out your ankle. Take an inhale. Exhale, sweep that leg across the body. Release the right arm. Little spinal twist. Awesome job today. Back through center, switching sides. Hug the knees in. Hang on to the left leg, reach the right leg long. Hold that leg on the outside of the rib cage. Take an inhale. Exhale, sweep the leg across the body. Little spinal twist. And back through center, hug the knees in. Rock and roll yourself up to seated. Pivot to face front, however you can see here. We'll take that right leg out to the side. Now if you want, you can also just go to a wide straddle here. Otherwise, bend that knee in. Right hand down, left arm up and over. If you haven't tried the wide straddle, try to go for it here. See if you can test your flexibility. That's another super important part of bar. All right, inhale. Exhale, nose to your knee. Reach for the toes. Try to square your shoulders to your right leg. All right, roll it up. Other side. If you need to, you can bend the opposite knee in. Take an inhale. Exhale, nose to knee. Really important that you stretch after all of these classes. All right, let's come back through center. Reach those legs out in front of you. Last stretch. Flex your feet, shake out those knees. All right, inhale, reaching the arms out and up. Exhale, hinge forward, round when you need to. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Inhale, slight lift, flat back. Exhale, release. One more, inhale. Exhale, release. And slowly roll yourself up. Give yourself a round of applause. Awesome job today, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, please let me know in the chat or send me an email. And that is all that I have. So thank you all so much for coming. I'll turn this down so you can see me a little more. So yeah, thank you. Post in the chat. I'll be here for another minute so I can see your fun comments. Yeah, thank you guys.